Hey guys, today I would like to talk a little bit about flexible dieting and just explain why it works or how it works. So let's say you've got somebody who has a metabolism around 1200 calories. Again, metabolism is defined by the body's ability to burn calories at rest. So this is like their basal metabolic rate. So let's say their maintenance calories are around 1200 calories and they eat really clean. They eat 100% clean at 1200 calories. They hit all their protein, adequate carbohydrates, healthy fats. They've got fiber. They've got, you know, 30 grams of fiber. They've got 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. They've got 500 milligrams of, sodium, magnesium, or whatever. So they're eating clean. They're eating just about as perfect as you could hope for. Now let's say they pack on another 10 pounds of muscle over the span of the next 5 years. Okay. Lean tissue. Their basal metabolic rate is going to burn more calories at rest. Okay. Now that they have more muscle mass. Um, so put that into perspective. If they put on 10 pounds of muscle, they'd be burning an estimated 500 calories more each week, or perhaps even each day. I'm not really sure, but it bears repeating. It's not really about the amount, it's just about the increase itself. So let's just add 500 calories to 1200. That puts us at about 1700 calories. Okay. So 1700 calories, let's take that same person who is eating perfectly 100% clean, whole food ingredients, hitting all their micronutrients, okay, really focused on health, right? And then you take that same person, add muscle to them, and now they're eating 1700 calories. And let's say they eat 80% clean and 20% junk food. Total sugar, junk, no fiber, no nutrients, no nothing. Cookies and milk. All right, like Santa Claus. So, but they're eating 80% clean. The 1200 calories, give or take, is 100% for that 80%. You follow me? The last 20% is just junk calories, carbs, fats, whatever. Protein is equated across the board. Could you honestly make an argument that eating flexibly at 1700 calories is any worse than eating 100% clean at 1200 calories? And if this is the same maintenance level, we're talking about maintenance here, okay? Meaning they're not storing fat and they're not burning fat. They're just exactly even keel. The point is if you've been exercising, if you've done any exercise ever, if you've ever built muscle, inevitably, as just you would get older, your metabolic rate would have increased, putting you at a higher chance of maintaining health with a flexible nutrition profile. Okay, so you don't have to eat 100% strict. I mean, maybe you did when you were a baby. You had to eat 100% strict, but that's because you hadn't really developed at that point. Now, as an adult or even an athlete, Michael Phelps can get away with 8,000 calories and still stay really lean. It's because he works out 5 hours a day, or he did. But my point is, with the amount of calories afforded to any given person, their fingerprint is different than yours. Their nutritional profile is different than yours. Their metabolism is different than yours. You cannot judge somebody by what they're eating at just one glance. You cannot look at one meal and say, oh, you're totally unhealthy. You could possibly get a glimpse of their body composition by looking at them. But what you have to look at is the cumulative amount of calories over any given amount of time, whether it be 1,700 calories in a day or 35,000 calories in a month, you know? But honestly, as long as you're hitting all your micronutrient goals, your fiber, why not adopt more of a flexible approach? And what most flexible dieters would agree that about 80% clean, 20% junk food, essentially, is the way to go. Because if you try to eat super strict, super clean all the time, Statistically, you'll have a higher body fat percentage. You'll be more prone to binge eating because you'll be so restricted. You won't be able to eat your favorite Little Miss Debbie cupcakes or whatever, or ice cream or whatever you enjoy. Don't pretend like you don't like sugar, because I know some of you like sugar. I have a sweet tooth myself. But, you know, you're more prone to demonize certain foods and even create anxieties and eating disorders around foods that you think are off limits, when really it's just a mental barrier. If you get anxious about eating fish or tilapia because that's what you ate during your contest prep, it might be best just to avoid that food, just for the sake of peace of mind, you know? So it's important to be inclusive of a lot of different foods. The more exclusive your diet is, really the worse off you're going to be as far as health, mentally and physically. So remember, food is your friend, you know? You don't run away from food. The thing you want to run away from is overeating. Okay? So anything in overabundance is going to be bad. Now, what I'm not saying is I'm not saying the person's metabolic rate is 1,700 calories and they're eating fast food every day and they're eating 2,000 calories above their maintenance and they're gaining 3 pounds per week. That's not what I'm saying. You know, that would be a caloric surplus. And in my opinion, there is very little we can say to speak of, honestly, as a safe way to gain weight. Yes, the slower the better, just so you don't pack on weight too quickly and shoot your blood pressure through the roof. But honestly, if you're building muscle mass and you're exercising and you're burning a lot of calories while you're doing it, you can safely pack on muscle and not have to worry about storing it as fat. Yes, there may be a little bit of fat accumulation, but at the end of the day, if you are in a caloric surplus, you will gain weight. And by definition, if you're in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. Somebody posted on Facebook, they said, "Oh, I'm in really bad shape after COVID. I gained a bunch of weight. What should I do?" Oh, and quite simply, I could go on for days about what she needs to do. But in one sentence, because if Einstein quoted it best, he said, if you can't explain it to me simply, you don't understand it well enough. The simple one sentence answer to that question, what should I do to lose weight? Do more than you're eating, right? Expend more than you're taking in. It's the old energy balance. And so far, the laws of thermodynamics have not been disproven. All right. So that's really ultimately it. You're either in a caloric deficit or you're not. You're either losing weight or you're not. So make sure that your calories are appropriate for your goals, your metabolism, which is based off your height, age, weight, gender, activity level, muscle mass, energy, total expenditure, really. Your NEAT is involved there. But you know, these are all things that a good nutritionist should know, but I'm have this channel to help you. I am a certified nutritionist. You know, never mind the bodybuilding trophy back there and you know the black belt on the wall. That's my wife's. But you know, this is a lifestyle change. There's no quick fix to become healthy or strong. It takes time. It takes repeated effort consistently with very minimal misses. With fat loss, you kind of have to do everything synchronistically, correctly, at the same time, simultaneously, for it to work. So, remember the 3 big things: be in a caloric deficit if your goal is to lose weight, or conversely, if your goal is to gain weight, be in a caloric surplus, a small one, mind you. Get enough sleep, all right? And exercise. And when I mean exercise, I don't mean going for a jog or walking. You can do that any day of the week. You don't even need to be in a gym to do that. So if it doesn't require a gym, I don't consider it to be exercise, because a lot of the benefits we see surrounding exercise are limited. They lend themselves strongly biased towards strength training or resistance training, meaning you're going to have to pick up a dumbbell or a resistance band or work on a machine or lift some kind of weight to put the muscles under pressure, under stress. And you repeatedly do that, you get stronger. You lift a little bit more next time, train a little bit harder than last time, and you'll get there. But thanks guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and there'll be more educational info coming soon. Thanks for watching. Have a good happy 4th.